Hello, hello. I am Coach Corey Sartori. I help female entrepreneurs grow their business through social media marketing and build their confidence so they can save time and make more money. I want to dive into fear with you today. So fear is something that every single female entrepreneur I have ever worked with has shared with me comes up for them, especially when they are starting their business, growing their business, or scaling their business. Fear comes up. Whether that is the fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, fear comes up constantly. I just had a call with a few female entrepreneurs, and there was that fear of showing up online, that fear of what other people think, and it was holding them back from growing their business. And so fear is normal, I think, especially as an entrepreneur, because we are dreamers, we have big goals, and sometimes those big goals and dreams are scary, and fear stops us or slows us down. And so I get it. I've been there. When I started my business in 2016, I was all in. I was so confident that I was going to be successful right away. And then it didn't work out that way. I thought because I was on social media and I was posting and because I had a website that all of these clients would just come to me, and it just didn't work that way. I had a lot of work to do with learning social media marketing and what to post to be impactful. And I also needed to let go of the fears that were slowing me down, because after 9 months of running my business and it wasn't where I wanted it to be, I ran back to a full-time job because that fear of failure was just in my head all of the time. That, what if I don't make enough money? What if I can't get enough clients? What if I'm not successful? If all of these fears were taking over my mind. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just run my business part-time and then I'll go back to a full-time job because that's safe. And I knew that my purpose and my passion was to be a coach, but that fear took over. And so it had me running back to a full-time job. It had me running back to something that was safe, and it slowed me down for many years. During that time, I had to really work on my mindset. I had to build my confidence even more. I had to acknowledge those fears and then figure out tools and resources and ways to let it go, because just because I did all this work on fear doesn't mean that fear doesn't still come up. There are moments as I grow my business and scale my business that fear will still come up, but now I have the tools and resources and ideas to push forward and keep moving forward. And this is a lot of the work that I do with clients, is because there are limiting beliefs that come up for them as female entrepreneurs. It's definitely a mindset thing. There is confidence that always needs to be built, and then letting go of those fears that are slowing them down is part of what I do in my coaching program, so my clients can be successful in their life and in their business. And so know that if you are someone that is feeling fear, it's normal. It happens for all of us, but making the choice to do the work to let it go is really, really powerful, because you think there is 20% of female entrepreneurs, when they start their business, 20% of them fail in the first year. And it's not always because of lack of resources or money or whatever. It's fear. Within those first 5 years, 50% of female entrepreneurs fail. And it's, again, not always because of lack of money or lack of opportunity. It's because fear stops them. And if you want to truly be successful in your business, mindset work is something that you have to commit to doing. You have to be committed to growing your confidence, because as you try on things and new things come your way, new experiences, new clients, you have to continue to build your confidence, and you have to continue to let go of fear or limiting beliefs or anything else that is slowing you down from stepping into your power. And so fear is something that I want to help you work through. I want to support you in letting it go, because marketing is such a big part of being a female entrepreneur. Selling is such a big part of being a female entrepreneur, but also your mindset is super, super important. And that is what I talk a lot with clients. I'll get on calls with clients. I'll ask them, tell me what's going on. Tell me how I can support you. What's coming up for you? And a lot of it is mindset. 80% of what we discuss is mindset. Like, this is coming up for me. I'm lacking confidence in showing up online, or I'm fearful that I'm not going to get clients, or I'm fearful that people are going to judge me. And so a lot of what we do is we dive into those fears and we start working on letting them go. And today I'm going to share with you 4 actions, ideas to help you start to let go of your fear, to support you in overcoming your fear so you can become your best self, so you can be successful and you can be powerful within your business. So that first thing that I want to support you with in overcoming your fear so you can move forward is to acknowledge the fear. You have to build awareness around it. Sometimes we feel that fear in our body, but we aren't aware in our mind of what it is. And so we really have to acknowledge it, and taking time to journal is really powerful. I always ask my clients to journal about their wins and struggles from the day because it helps them build clarity around what's coming up for them. What are those fears that are holding them back? And so you have to acknowledge the fear. You need to bring awareness to it so you can let it go, because if you just don't acknowledge it, it's going to sit there and probably eat at you and hold you back. And so you have to be aware, okay, well, what is that fear that's coming up for me? Like for me, it was fear of failure. So I had this fear that I wasn't going to be successful. And I always had known that I wanted to be a female entrepreneur. I knew I always wanted to run my own business, but I had spent so many years working for other people where it was easy to go get a paycheck and work for somebody else. Like I didn't have to be the seller and the marketer for the business. But once I decided that I was going to be all in with my business and leave my full-time job, I had to really make sure that I was aware of those fears. So when they came up for me, I could move past them and keep moving forward. And so I have fear still come up, and acknowledging it and sitting with it and journaling about it really, really helps me continue to move past it, and it helps my clients, and I know it can help you too. So acknowledge the fear, because a lot of times it's just a story that we're telling ourselves. It's not real, right? It's not a bear jumping out of the woods. It's just a fear, a story we're telling ourselves in our mind, and it's holding us back. So acknowledging it so we can let it go is really, really important. And then the next thing is to challenge the negative thought. So look for evidence that it's not true. So, thinking of fear of failure, looking for evidence where I haven't failed before was a way to help me move forward. So where have I been successful in life? I was successful as a yoga teacher. I was successful in the retail world for 20 years. So I look for the successes that I've had in my life. What have been my wins? And that challenges that thought, right? That negative self-talk, that fear of failure. It helps challenge it, and it helps remind me like, oh yeah, you know what? I actually have had a lot of success in my life. And also like that failure is an opportunity for me to learn and grow and keep moving forward. It doesn't have to stop me. Yes, it might slow me down for a minute, but it doesn't have to stop me. I can keep moving forward. And so really challenging that negative self-talk is powerful, because there is proof. I guarantee you that there is proof that you've been successful in your life, or you've achieved things, or there's proof to stop that negative thought, that fear that is holding you back. And so challenge it. The next thing that I want to offer you is seek support. Being surrounded by people that cheer you on and validate you and, help you think about what are those wins that you've had and celebrate you is really, really powerful. It's hard. I know I've had this conversation with a lot of female entrepreneurs that they are in a relationship with somebody who doesn't believe in them or doesn't support what they want to do within their business. And that relationship is really hurting them and holding them back, and it's creating more fear in their life. And so being aware of the community you surround yourself with, like really seek support from other female entrepreneurs, seek support from people that are coaches or mentors or have done what you want to do. Find those people, because that support will help you keep moving forward when those fears come into your mind, because you'll be able to talk through it and have that conversation, and you'll realize that you are not alone. I mean, like I shared, every single female entrepreneur I've worked with, which has been dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens, feels fear. And it's just how committed are they to continue to move forward so they can really step into their power. The last thing that I want to offer you in overcoming your fear is face your fears, right? I always tell my clients, like, do one thing a day that scares you. That helps you build your confidence. So if you choose to face your fears, you can release them And it will help you to build your confidence. When you are able to face that fear and realize like, oh my gosh, I didn't die, you're able to go do it again and do it again. Like some of the female entrepreneurs I work with, I ask them like, well, what's coming up for you with fear? And they're like, oh, well, I have a fear of doing a live on Facebook. I have a fear of showing up on social media. And it's like, well, why? Well, because of what other people think, or what if I mess up? And at the end of the day, that's probably going to happen and that's fine. But once you face that fear and you do it once, it's going to make the next time easier, and then the next time easier, and the next time easier. You know, maybe it's making that sales call. Maybe you're scared to make a sales call, or maybe you're scared to send that DM to a potential client. Once you do that, you'll realize again that like you're fine, and you'll be able to do it again and do it again and do it again. So facing your fears helps you overcome that fear. And I look back on 2 years ago when I decided, okay, here we go again, full time, I'm coaching. Like a lot of fears came up for me, and there's things I knew I had to start doing, like showing up on social media in a powerful way. And it was scary, but I did it. And then I did it again, and then I did it again. And I realized that it wasn't so scary, and I grew my confidence from it. And it was powerful. And I've seen this happen in my life. Like that's one of the things when we talk about like challenging that negative thought. I look back when I became a yoga teacher in 2014, like how scary it was to get up in front of a group of people and teach them a yoga class and cue them and have a playlist. And that was overwhelming and intimidating. But the more I did it, the more confident I became. And now I'm not scared to go teach 50 people a yoga class. Now I step into that room and I'm powerful and I'm confident and I'm excited. And when you're able to face your fear and then do it again and do it again and do it again, you know, I'm sure you've had this happen in your life where now it's like, gosh, this is common sense to me. This is second nature. I'm not fearful of it anymore. But often we will let fear stop us. So I challenge you to face your fears so you can overcome them and keep moving forward. So again, those things that I want to support you with so you can overcome your fear is acknowledge the fear, bring awareness to it so you can let it go. Challenge the negative thoughts. Like make sure you see, oh, this is where I've had a lot of success in my life. Acknowledge yourself, celebrate yourself for that. Seek support, surround yourself with positive people, other female entrepreneurs, hire a coach, have a mentor help you. This is so powerful and will help you move forward. And then face your fears. If you face your fears, you are able to continue to move forward in your life and your business. And once you do it once, you can do it again and again and again, and eventually it won't be scary at all. So I hope that this added value to your day. I hope that you choose to face your fears and let go of them so you can really step into your power and become the person you're meant to be, the entrepreneur you're meant to be, because I know that what you have to offer is powerful and it is meant to serve the world. I am so excited to share with you that I have 3 spots open this month for my coaching program. And I love supporting female entrepreneurs. I love helping them grow their confidence. I love helping them grow their business through social media marketing without spending hours making and editing reels so they can save time and make more money. My 6-month coaching program is absolutely incredible. My clients who have already taken it on have had so much success. It's so exciting to get messages from them where they're celebrating wins, where they've got new clients, where they have sold their trip to Peru. It's so exciting to hear their wins and celebrate with them. And so I know that what I offer works. And if you are a female entrepreneur ready to grow your business and your bank account, I want you to send me a DM right now with the word program to find out more. I hope you have a magical day. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. I look forward to connecting soon.